Alrighty. So first off, I want to start off by identifying your demographic details. So first off, how old are you?
I am 57 years old.
Alrighty. Um, educational level.
I have a Bachelor in Science in Dietetics from Chico State University.
Oh, nice. What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 1986.
Alrighty. And then what's your relationship status?
I am married 30 years.
Alrighty. And then how many children do you have?
I have two boys and one girl.
Two boys and one girl. And then racial and ethnic background.
I am white. I am European, basically German, and some Scandinavian.
Oh, very cool. And then what religion do you practice?
Roman Catholic.
Were you always Catholic?
Yes.
Alrighty, sounds good. So so how many hours per day slash week do you have doing like housekeeping tasks? You don't currently work right now, but like in terms of just like busy stuff, cleaning the house and whatnot, that kind of stuff, cooking. How many hours per week do you spend doing that kind of stuff?
I would say 4 hours a day, or 3 hours a day.
3 hours a day.
Correct.
Alrighty. So what does the 3 hours a day consist of? Like, what are you doing?
Cooking, shopping, grocery shopping, light housekeeping,
Light
laundry,
housekeeping. What does that include?
laundry, washing dishes.
Alrighty. So my next question for you is, how many hours per day or per week do you have for leisurely activities? What do those include? You like doing?
My daily activities are generally working out. I have multiple sclerosis, so I need to work out daily and exercise and go swimming. I'd like to take the dogs for a run. I don't run, but I ride a scooter and they're on a leash.
You do also do physical therapy, correct?
Yes, I do physical therapy pretty much daily. Um, Formally, I do it 3 times a week at the MS Achievement Center and then one day at a place called SciFit
Oh, okay, cool. And then why do you go to physical therapy?
because I have multiple sclerosis and it keeps my muscles active, and a lot of it is muscle memorization, which hopefully will help me develop the ability to walk.
Alrighty. So my next question for you is how much time do you spend using social media, texting, and other apps, and ensure? and internet surfing. All of this, just basically how much do you use your cell phone and technology in general.
My cell phone, day. My computer, probably maybe a couple hours a day.
Oh, very nice. So nothing too crazy.
No.
Alrighty, sounds good. Um, my next question for you is, so like, what do you usually like search on the internet? And, like, what do you usually use your phone for? More specifically.
The phone I'm using more for texting friends and making appointments and whatnot. The internet surfing is generally shopping online for furniture, or clothes, or things that I just want information about, um, gyms and things like that. Sometimes medicine, sometimes more information on multiple sclerosis and treatments that they have.
Okay, very nice. So also I wanted to ask you, what are some of your favorite places you have traveled to?
Recently, the most recent trip that I went on, and it's my favorite, is Croatia. I loved Prague. I loved going to parts of Italy. I've only done small parts of Italy, but Ireland was another favorite trip.
What'd you like about Ireland?
Ireland, I liked the people and how friendly they were, and how easy people that asked me questions about America and wanted to tell me a lot about their country. And we just had a lot of conversations with different people there.
Oh, very nice. Do you do anything else fun? Do you go to any pubs or restaurants or anything like that?
Oh yes, we went to lots of pubs, and we always love different places that we visit. But the pubs in Ireland were in particular very fun. They had a lot of history behind their pubs.
Oh, really? What kind of history?
I went to one of the oldest pubs in Ireland, and they would sit around and sing songs and stuff about the different things their country had been through, like about the famine and things like that.
Very interesting. So I also wanted to ask you, um, next question would be, so what kind of leisurely activities do you enjoy doing with your family? Um, what kind of leisurely activities do you enjoy doing with either your family or your friends? What places and with whom?
Um, well, with my family in particular, I like to go up to our cabin in Lake Almanor. I like to go boating there, go out on the pontoon boat, do a little fishing. We do a lot of potlucks there. That would be one of my favorite things to do. I love going to restaurants and do some cooking of my own too. Barbecues in the backyard with friends, drinking wine with girlfriends.
Oh, very nice. So, what leisurely activities do you like doing by yourself? Like just you and yourself when it's just you and your me time?
I love to go swimming in the pool, working out in the pool. I like to go to the gym and work out. I like to read books. I like to watch old movies.
What kind of movies and books do you prefer to watch?
Um, Basically fiction. Um, Old movies like Sound of Music, really old ones. Mary Poppins, those kind of ones. Silly kind of G-rated Disney kind of movies.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Everyone likes those. So do you ever feel that there's any barriers or constraints that prevent you from doing the leisurely activities that you enjoy doing? If so, give as much detail as possible as to what those constraints are and what those leisurely activities are. Just give as much detail as you can. Um,
The fact that I can't walk makes it difficult to get around and do some of the things that I want to do, like getting on boats from our dock is difficult because I have to a lot of times drive to the dock rather than go down to our dock because it's very steep and it would make me have to walk over a lot of rocks and things like that. But it doesn't prevent me from doing it, and I usually try to find a way. I used to love to golf. I can't golf, but I'll go ride in the cart and watch other people golf. It's just, I just have to adjust to do what I can do personally, but still can enjoy seeing other people do it or enjoy the game.
that's very good that you can still find a way to have fun in leisurely activities that you can't do, but you can still kind of be a part of, or you can at least watch and be kind of and like be a cheerleader or something, right?
Right. Or a scorekeeper. Or things
Very,
like that.
that's funny. Alrighty, so when you're not in a rush, what kind of places do you like to eat? Like when you're not in a rush and you have time to sit down, relax. What
Um,
places do you like eating the most?
I love all food. I love going out for Chinese food. I love to go out for Thai food, Japanese food. Um, that's what makes different restaurants interesting to me is to try different foods.
Oh, very nice. So you like a little bit of anything, but you like to try new stuff especially?
Yes, very much so.
Very good. Alrighty. So I also have another question for you.
Sure.
Sorry about all, sorry, I know it's a long interview. What is the most amazing or unique leisurely activity you have done before or are doing right now? So, like, just the most unique thing that you think that I either wouldn't have heard of before, excuse me, that I either wouldn't have heard of before, or just anything that you really enjoyed a lot that just seems a little unique and just something kind of different.
Um, Something that was really different to me was I was at this particular gym and they did a thing called a loco mat. It is they put different electrodes on me and things like that, and it basically stood me up and made me have the ability to walk. So it was kind of magical to feel like I could walk. It was me doing it, me moving, but with the help of these electronic devices. So it's kind of a new up and coming thing that they're using for a lot of spinal injury people that have like broken their backs and are paralyzed and can't walk. And in my case, it's something a little different. Is my reason for not being able to walk, but it was really neat.
That's really cool. Um, so like it would just like strap into your legs, and it was like metal that would strap in, or
It was different straps. It's kind of like you're on. It's kind of like you're hooked up to like a robot sort of thing. I guess it would be a way of describing it.
and there's
And
wires and whatnot.
yes, wires, electrodes, and you're just strapped in, and your feet move and your legs move, and it kind of controls your movement so you're in line with walking stride. They kind of fit it with what your stride would be like, and as if you could do it all on your own.
Wow, that's really cool. Wow, so it's almost like it kind of makes it so that you can walk. So is it just for people with MS, or do other people use it as well?
Other people use it as well. As I was saying, a lot of people that get injured and can't walk,
Oh,
they
okay,
break their
cool.
backs and things like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know they had technology that advanced.
Oh yeah, they do. They do, and it's getting better all the time.
Are there any alrighty, and then also another question I forgot to ask you in the beginning was you are your sexual orientation. Sorry, I know that seems like kind of a silly question.
I'm heterosexual.
Heterosexual. Okay, I just wanted to get your whole demographic down. Um, Also, I wanted to ask you, um, so do you ever feel that you're constrained on your leisurely time, or do you think that you get plenty of leisurely time?
I think I get plenty
Alrighty,
because
so
I don't work.
do
That's why.
you think that not working allows also helps you with being able to take care of like all of your medical needs and whatnot?
Yes, definitely. Gives me time to take care of that. Gives me time to work out, which helps me.
Do you ever have like are there ever any like public places that like is hard to go to, like restaurants and stuff that isn't handicap accessible, or is that not much of a problem for you?
In America, in the U.S., it's not that much of a problem because the laws basically require them to make places handicap accessible. But I do have places. Well, there are some places even here where it's just you can't like get up stairs that are in certain areas so you don't have a ramp. That does happen once in a while, but not very often here. Overseas, it happens quite a bit.
Overseas, it happens a lot more.
Yes, definitely.
Alrighty, and then also I should have asked you this in the beginning, but I want to ask you now that I still have the time. Where are you from, and what's the area like? In terms of like status, just any way you can describe it, how if it's upper, lower, or what kind of class it is, just any way you can describe it.
Well, I'm from a very small town, Yuba City, California. I ended up there because my father was in the Air Force and he was a dentist and he was stationed in Yuba City or right outside of Yuba City, and then he decided to open up a practice, and that was the closest town was Yuba City. And so I ended up there. There's a lot of um, different classes of people. I would say it's a smaller town feel, so even the upper class people aren't like Los Angeles or anything. It's very small town.
Oh, very nice. And so is do you still live there now, or do you live somewhere else?
I live about an hour south of there.
Hour south,
Yeah, in Roseville, California, outside of Sacramento, California.
outside of Sacramento. What's that area like?
It's much bigger, growing, rapidly growing. Just lots of buildings and lots of new towns, small suburbs, and definitely
That's very nice. Alrighty. I think that's all I need for the interview. Thank you very
different. Okay.
much for your time.